Two large wharf extensions proposed to free up space for America's Cup bases. Two large wharf extensions proposed to free up space for America's Cup bases. Two large wharves have been proposed on the Auckland waterfront to handle fishing and ferry operations during the America's Cup regatta. The wharves, which would extend 100 metres off Wynyard PT, are included in two resource consent applications publicly notified today. One application is to relocate the fishing industry and SeaLink car ferry on the western side of Wynyard PT on land zone for a headland park. SeaLink supports moving from the eastern side of Wynyard PT to free up land for the America's Cup, but the council is still in discussions with Mona Fisheries and Sanford, which operate the Auckland fishing fleet on Housey Wharf and the Western Viaduct Wharf. Once the America's Cup is over, the application says, the fishing industry may stay on the western side of the point or return to its current locations. The new wharves will be about 100 metres long by 13.5 metres wide. Precast concrete wave panels on the northern face would shelter the southern side. The project will involve dredging of about 10,000 cubic meters of seabed to a depth of between 4.2 meters and 6.2 meters, and construction of ferry ramps and floating pontoons. The site is designated for a 5 hectares headland park at Wynyard Point, although the council has proposed realigning the park down the eastern edge. An assessment of environmental effects from consultants Unio Environmental says moving the ferry and fishing activities fits with the strategic direction in the waterfront plan and the overall effects would be minor. Planner Dr. Joel Cayford said the council was seeking to unpick the Wynyard Quarter urban design framework to free up space for the America's Cup bases. He said a key principle of the design framework was a gritty working waterfront with the fishing industry being central and one of the reasons Wynyard Quarter had won international awards. Last year, the development arm of Auckland Council said the cost of negotiations, relocation and new infrastructure for moving the fishing and ferry operations was $18 million. The detailed costs will be worked through as the detailed designs are completed, a spokeswoman for Panaku Development Auckland said today. The second application is for a cluster of bases on a 75 metres extension to Housey Wharf, a 75 metres extension to Hobson Wharf, and on the eastern side of Wynyard PT Wharf. Meanwhile, Economic Development Minister David Parker and Auckland Mayor Phil Goff are continuing discussions about Parker's preferred land-based solution for the bases. It is understood this involves moving the larger double boat bases to Wynyard Point and having the single boat bases on Housey Wharf. This could reduce the Housey Wharf extension from 75 metres to 25 metres. Parker and Goff held talks yesterday. Neither politician would comment today on progress or say when a final decision would be made. Submissions on the consents are open until February 28.